Do you ever get ready for dinner and think, what am I going to make? I haven't shopped, I'm not sure what to make. I think the perfect solution is quesadillas. Welcome to Lean and Clean with Fitness Chef Christine. I'm Christine, your host, and today we're gonna make a variety of quesadillas that are done in a breeze. We're gonna use the George Foreman grill, but you could use a pan too. This just makes it easy cleanup. All right, so for our first one, I've got some frozen mango that I've defrosted and drained, 4 ounces of brie with the rind removed, and some roasted red peppers. Now, if you don't have those, you can use different cheeses, different fruit, whatever. We're gonna make this our own. Okay, so let's go ahead and build our quesadilla. First thing I'm gonna do is put a layer of this cheese across the quesadilla. So hopefully you can see me. Let me push that back a little bit. And we're gonna put half on the top and half on the bottom. We're gonna get some of that red pepper in there. I love to have colors and textures and different flavors. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that mango in there. Doesn't wanna get on there. Whoopies, okay. Put one more piece in there. And then we're gonna add some salt and pepper, because as always, you want flavor, so we're gonna a little salt and some pepper. I'm gonna add another layer of that cheese. So the great thing about quesadillas is you can really mix and match. Usually I do a protein, a cheese, and a vegetable. Sometimes, like today, we add a little fruit in there, and then we put it in seam side back so the cheese doesn't ooze out. Now, cheese coming out is a-okay because then it gets nice and caramelized, and that's perfect. That's what we're looking for. So while this one is grilling, we're gonna work on our next one. I had a part of a rotisserie chicken in our fridge. So I've got chicken, frozen spinach that's been defrosted, grilled onions, mozzarella cheese, and this is pepper jack cheese. So we're just gonna combine all that. We're gonna start with just a layer of this cheese on the bottom. So we're just gonna cut that in half and place it across. And then we're gonna get some of this chicken on there. So now I've got some good protein in there. A few more little pieces. And then in our last episode, we made some taco seasoning. So we're just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that in there just to give it a little bit more flavor. And then we'll get that spinach and onions on top of there. So I went to a restaurant today with a friend for her birthday, and the quesadillas were $14.95. And at first glance, I was like, oh, that's not too bad. But you think about it, you can make these quesadillas for next to nothing with all the little scrap foods you have in your pantry and in your refrigerator. You could use canned beans, you could use all different cheeses, you can use leftover vegetables. It's the perfect cleanup meal. All right, I'm gonna top that with one last little piece of cheese. I'm gonna fold that over so it's ready to rock and roll, and this one's done. And you will see these come together very quickly. So this one is ready to be flipped. We're doing this in real time, so we're just gonna flip it on over. One side is always hotter than the other. So we'll just keep on moving along here with our production. And you'll see I love to have unique flavors. So some of my family can't have chicken, some don't like beef, so I try to mix it up. So this one is gonna be very unusual, and you can vary it up however you like it. But it's sweet potatoes, which I've made ahead of time. I pretty much always have some kind of vegetables made in the fridge. So we're just gonna mash them down a bit. And then we're gonna take our blueberry goat cheese. That's right, blueberry goat cheese. And you're probably thinking, how does that combination go together? Well, let me tell you, I think it's delicious. Put a little more sweet potato on there. Go. And we're gonna fold it over and give it a good smush. Now, you could add more cheese in there, but that goat cheese is gonna get all melty and delish. That's what we're looking for. I'm gonna get a plate, take our first one off. Go. And we'll open it up. We've got some nice gooey cheese, just like that. There we go. Ah, beautiful. You got cheese squishing out, that's what we're looking for. It's been less than 5 minutes and we got our first thing done. All right, let's put our chicken and our spinach quesadilla on there. There we go. Move this aside. And then for our last one that we're going to assemble, I had made a really big flank steak that I got at the market, and I had some left over, so I just sliced that up. Then I have some Colby Jack cheese, some more leftover onions, and then this is a cheddar and cauliflower bake that I'm gonna crumble across the top to get those veggies in there. Okay, so let's grab our tortilla. And I just use Carb Smart tortillas, but you can use whatever you like. We're gonna fold that cheese in half so it comes all the way across again. And I'm gonna use probably about 4 ounces of meat here, but you can really bump that up as much as you like. I'm gonna take that cauliflower bake across the top. It'll give it some more interesting texture. We're gonna grab some of those onions in there because I think onions make everything taste better, yummy. And then we're gonna get some salt and pepper in there. Even though the steak was already seasoned, we wanna make sure that we're giving it some additional seasoning here. And then we're gonna top it with some more of that cheese. Now, usually I cut these into quarters. And so for me, a couple pieces usually does it. But my guys, they like it a little bit more hearty, so they'll have a little bit more than me. But it's such an easy way to really mix up what everybody's having for dinner and be done just like that. Okay, let's flip this guy over. I don't know if you can see that real well. Let's do this so you can. There we go. And we're just flipping them over and giving them a little bit more heat. I have it on 375. You could probably bump it up to 400 and be a-okay. We'll get these done and I'll show you what all of them look like. I am back and all of our quesadillas are done and they are delicious. So this is our chicken and spinach one. Got that good amount of heat from the taco seasoning. It's delish. And then this has that creamy brie with the mangoes. We have that little bit of sweetness and the red peppers. Delicious. Our steak and cheese. Yummy, yummy. And last but not least is our sweet potatoes with our goat cheese. Honestly, I love that combination. Ooh, it's very hot. But I hope that you will make these your own. Make sure you get your veggies in there, your protein, and some sort of meltiness. It could be a vegan cheese or it could be a regular cheese, but I encourage you to grate your own. When you grate your own, you're not getting all those added anti-caking agents that they put on the cheese. And so take a few minutes, grate your own cheese. It makes all the difference in the world. It makes it nice and creamy. So do that. Make sure that you're hydrating. Make sure that you're moving, that you're fueling your body for all of your activities, because our goal is always to keep moving as much as we possibly can for as old and as long as we can. So keep fueling your bods. I love you all. I hope you try these. Let me know what you think. As always, I'm gonna drop all the recipes in the show notes. If you enjoyed today's episode, I hope that you will leave a review, and your comments mean the world to me, so keep them coming. I read all of them. I try to respond as many as possible. So please, please, please make sure you subscribe and make sure that you make a comment and a review. I truly appreciate you all, and I hope you have an amazing day. You're always in my prayers, and I will talk to you soon.